Hi, everyone. As Attorney General, part of my responsibility is ensuring Michiganders and visitors to the Great Lakes State are being treated fairly by the businesses in our communities. During this current state of emergency, I am taking that responsibility very seriously as my office works to review every price gouging complaint we receive. Thanks to the information you've provided, we've already taken action against multiple retailers, both brick and mortar and online. Now, I encourage you to continue to report businesses engaging in political price gouging to my office, and I'll make sure the necessary contact information is available to you at the end of this video. But right now, I'd like to introduce you to two of our state senators who are working so hard to ensure Michigan's law is as up to date as possible on this subject matter. Senators Jeremy Moss and Ruth Johnson have introduced legislation that further protects consumers and gives my office and local prosecutors additional tools to investigate violations and to enforce the law. But no one can explain these bills any better than Senators Johnson and Moss themselves. So take it away, you two.
Thank you, Attorney General Nessel, and hello, everyone. Governor Whitmer's current executive order that our Attorney General is enforcing makes price gouging illegal during our current state of emergency. And while that's great news, the order is set to expire soon. So Senator Johnson and I have introduced Senate Bills 846 to 848 to ensure that the state of Michigan joins the more than 30 other states who have our temporary executive order already permanently in their state law. Our three-bill package aims to enhance existing investigative tools and add criminal penalties to unscrupulous businesses and individuals who exploit vulnerable people during a state of emergency. No one in Michigan should be profiteering off this global health crisis or any future state of emergency like a severe weather warning, a natural disaster, or a terrorist attack. But what exactly is price gouging, Senator Johnson?
I'm glad you asked, Senator Moss. One of our greatest strengths as Americans and as humans is to pull together in times of crises and help each other. Unfortunately, a very small number of people instead seek excessive personal financial gain. Price gouging is when a retailer sells essential items or services at a price far above what they were sold for immediately before an emergency, such as the current coronavirus pandemic. These goods include food, emergency and medical supplies, housing and lodging, and propane that people need to survive. Price gouging will not apply if this higher price is due to actual increases in the cost of retailers supplying these items. Our legislation includes legal actions that the Attorney General's office or a local prosecuting attorney can take when an individual or a business seems to be violating the law, as well as punishments if someone is found guilty.
Senators Moss and Johnson, I want to thank you for taking the time to share with us just how important this legislation is. I appreciate your work and willingness to strengthen the efforts of my office to protect consumers and for ensuring that Michiganders aren't taken advantage of by businesses acting in bad faith. And to everyone watching, supply and demand might be a familiar saying for retailers, but price gouging is against the law, and my office will protect consumers from unfair business practices. People illegally profiting off of Michiganders' fear will be held accountable. And I encourage you to file complaints at mi.gov/agcomplaints, and you can also reach the Consumer Protection Team by phone at 877-765-8388. Be safe and be healthy. Thanks.